Welcome back, Wanderers, to the Lucky Die. Previously, Balance receives glad tidings on the wings of a dove. Rhal is taunted with the idea of a sunset, as Zaltanna is promised forgiveness. In Chatvok, Squash misses his appointment, but Titus, the doom-sprouting soothsayer gnome, did not. Titus not only explains how the passing portal needs to be closed, but also delivers unto each of them a prophecy. But for now, they get ready to face down Onorino. Will Zaltanna get the answers she seeks? Will she sacrifice another soul for her vengeance? Or will her new vow of justice prevail? I guess we're about to find out. Welcome back to the Lucky Die. You find yourself in an entryway to this big 3-story building. You can see there are lots of people wandering in and out and around. Some of them are sporting tattoos of the double ones. Some of them aren't. Some of them seem to be younger folk who just seem to be running messages from A to B. Some of them seem to be, well, quite evidently wizards, probably from the Witcher Society, you would suspect. There are a lot of people wandering around. There are a couple of guards standing at the bottom of the staircase, and they're looking at you. What do you guys want to do now?
I'm following Zaltanna.
Zaltanna's plan is to just... Well, we got in and we told them that we have an appointment and he wants to see us, so I'm just going to walk the fuck up there. I assume he's upstairs. Who's the closest dude?
Let's say he's a halfling dude. Let's say he's fairly oldish. He's sporting a double one tattoo.
So I'm going to walk up to the halfling and be like, "Where's Onorino? He's expecting me."
He looks you up and down, and you see a glint of something. He says, You're Zaltanna, aren't you?"
"Maybe. Who wants to know?"
"My name's Odkin." And he puts his hand up to you.
Can't be that much shorter than me.
He's a halfling. He's about 3 foot tall.
Oh, so not that much shorter. It's like over the foot, whatever. Sure. I put my hand down to him.
Yeah. We've heard a lot about you here.
Really?
Yeah.
Do tell.
Onorino had a deal with Rannick. We all heard what he did. Ratted him out.
Rannick?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Which one was Rannick?
Rannick is the guy that you killed, which planted you in Falsum prison.
Oh. Right. He had a deal with Rannick?
Yeah. Seems like you fucked a load of shit up.
Me?
Trying to get here. Yeah.
Nah. I'd never fuck anything up.
I don't quite believe that. Onorino's upstairs, top floor. He's quite busy at the moment, so maybe you could take a number.
Fuck that. He wants to see me. He told the guy outside he wants to see me. I'm going up.
And he grunts and walks away.
Zaltanna heads up the stairs.
The 2 guards at the bottom of the stairs, they give you a nod of respect. One of them is Dwarven, and you think you recognize him from way back when, but can't be 100%. Make your way up the stairs, up to the 2nd floor, up to the top floor. And when you're up here, you notice that this top floor is just one large room. It would have been the attic, so to speak. But it's converted into a single large room. In this room, you see that there is a table. a large table. It's covered in maps and missives. You can see that there are bags of coins. You can see that there are boxes of food. You can see that there are armaments hanging all around. You see a lot of people up here. You see about 3 dwarves. You see two halflings. They all seem to be talking and reporting to the guy you recognize as Onorino. Onorino is quite small, even for a dwarf, and you know that he has an unhealthy obsession with knives and daggers, and it's fairly evident even from here that he has a couple of boot knives, a couple of knives on his hips, and you well know there are many, many more hidden on his person. He has dark braids, both in his hair and in his beard. He is currently talking to a human with short blonde hair, and they are wearing something fairly similar to Demi, which would probably denote them as maybe someone from the Witches Society. And they seem to be having an in-depth conversation.
Yo, Onorino.
Wait your turn.
He doesn't even look up.
I think you're going to want to see me.
At this point, you see him wave his hand. He's still not looking at you. And one of the dwarves turns and looks at you and says, he said you got to wait. So just take a moment. He's right in the middle of something.
You mean he doesn't want to see the girl that fucked up his plans with Ranik?
At this point, you see Onorino's eyes flick up. He has large, dark eyes, and he locks eyes with you. And you see concern, and you see him shake his head, and it's almost momentarily gone. He looks back down at the table, looks at his companions, and looks over at you.
Look, I'm right in the middle of something. Give us a minute.
She leans up against a wall. I can wait.
Good.
And they return back to their conversation. Is anybody listening in? Is anyone paying attention, or are y'all just going to wait for him to finish?
Zaltanna's going to pay attention.
Take a perception, insight, or investigation check. If anyone else is doing the similar thing, you may go ahead and do that too.
I'm going to say that Rhal's pretty focused on... He's kind of in his pre-fight thing. He's not really paying attention to much.
Okay, sure.
Insight, 14.
He doesn't seem at all that interested in your presence. He seems more concerned with what's going on. He's intently staring at this map. And as you look at it, you realize that this is probably a map of Chatvok. You can see that there is a large red X on there in the top corner, which you can't really tell exactly where it is from your position on the other side of the room. You can see that there are little markers around, some in varying colours. The colours, you can see that there are a couple of dice which you would assume to represent the double ones. But that's kind of all that you really pick up. Balance, you look like you're about to say something.
How'd you know?
Because of your inquisitive nature?
Yeah, you have inquisitive nature face on.
I do. I'm going to use 3 psi points, and I'm going to activate my view aura.
Okay.
So, as an action, I could study one creature's aura until my concentration ends. While I can see the target, I learn if it's under the effect of any magical or psionic effects. Current HP total, but more flavor that. And its basic emotional state. And while I have the effect up, I have advantage on insight and charisma checks against it.
Okay. Roll an insight on him then.
All right. And I have
with advantage.
Yeah. 17.
His aura is a mixture of yellows and reds. The red being very, very subtle, just right in the core there. You see a lot of yellow around, which usually would denote some sort of concern or confusion. You don't think you can detect any magical effects on him. Nope, you're pretty sure there aren't any magical effects on him currently. He seems concerned, but he's focused on a singular task. There is a part of his demeanor that is concerned about Zaltanna, but it's nowhere near as worried as he is about whatever it is that's going on the table and with the conversation he's having with the wizard.
Can I get a read on the wizard as well?
Sure. Roll insight.
18.
You see yellows and whites. This is someone who is singly devoted to his purpose, and his purpose is of benevolent helping. He wants to help out. He wants to make sure things go well. You also note that there is a kind of darker purplish aura of mistrust. He doesn't completely trust the person he's talking to. But also mostly concern. You notice that he is under a magical effect. You almost see like a shimmer around his person, like an extra layer of skin.
In the brain link, I'm going to say to the others while we're waiting, there's something peculiar going on here.
No shit.
I don't mean in like the organized crime sort of way.
No, obviously. Something's going on. Onorino this isn't like him.
I got a bit of a read on the aura of Onorino as well as the wizard he's talking with, and they both seem concerned. Not so much about you, in fact, largely not about you, more so about something else.
Well, I'm sure that, considering they live here,
they're probably defending.
Well, I would say that they're probably concerned about the giant monsters and shit that are coming out of the portal. I'm sure I'm not the major concern considering they're monsters, but that's what makes this a perfect time.
At this moment, you hear Onorino like,
Right. You got your orders. Get your stuff. Neil, get a boat. Go as fast as you fucking can. Go down the coast and pick what you need. Right. Archibald, get that food. Get it down to the people. Make sure they're well fed. Make sure they're stocked up. We need to make sure they're okay. You, Casey, I want you to make people have their armor and armaments. Make sure people are drilling. Everyone is drilling every day and know where it is they're going.
You see the small group that had assembled around the table make their way down and out. You see the wizard look over at the three of you and he says, "You came in with Demi, didn't you?"
Yeah, I'm guessing you're one of her people.
He nods. "We expected you a little while ago."
Yeah, do you know where Squash is?
"I know. He's probably getting high knowing the little fucker."
One of those guys, eh?
You want to watch him. He's not the most trustworthy when he's on a high.
Thanks for the warning, man.
Good luck. And with that, he turns and makes his way down. It's just yourselves and Onorino. Onorino looks over. He grabs his mug, drains the dregs, and sits down. And he gestures a hand for you guys to sit at the table.
Zaltanna will not sit. Zaltanna will lean casually against the table.
So are you leaning forward on the table or just leaning on the table?
Is he behind the table?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, then she's going to hop up and sit on the table.
Okay. What about Rhal and Balance?
I'll sit in a chair. Who am I to deny a comfort?
Aww.
I don't like standing.
Aw.
Fuck standing.
It's not a beanbag chair.
It's not a good beanbag chair, but you know.
Balance is going to stand a little behind Zaltanna, angling himself so he's between her and the door or the stairs.
Okay. Stairways. Yeah, there's no door up here. It's just a stairway with a small banister around it.
So, Onorino. 2 knives.
So, Zaltanna, what do you want? It's been a while.
Been a while.
I remember when you were a nipper. It's been a while.
You know what I remember? I remember dowry. Do you remember dowry?
Not really.
No? Maybe I'll refresh your memory, because, you know, a lot of people that were there have died in mysterious circumstances. Don't want the same thing to happen to you.
Take an intimidation check. This is going to be difficult.
Okay. That is an 8. Thanks, Roll20.
You see him pull a dagger out and begin to clean his nails with it.
Yeah, it's a real shame. People dying at that place, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Heard you lost someone.
Yeah, but not for long. Because you're going to tell me what happened.
Well, I'm not admitting to being there, but I heard you lost someone.
No.
A certain wife, someone. Really bad to misplace your wife.
Isn't it just?
Yeah.
You ever do that? Oh, wait. You're not married. No one's fucking stupid enough to marry you.
I'm not stupid enough to get married, Zaltanna.
Well, bad things happen to wives in our organization, don't they?
Your mum worked out well.
You, Balance and Rhal, you guys see Zaltanna visibly flinch at the mention of her mother.
Struck a nerve, didn't I? Would you like to know how well she's doing?
Why should I care about what happened to that bitch?
Oh, Zaltanna, language, sweetie. What the fuck do you want?
You know what I want. I want to know what happened to them.
To your mother?
I know they're not dead. No, not my mother.
You see him smile dryly.
Don't try to be cute, Onorino, because it doesn't look good on you.
What, really? Doesn't look cute on you either. But I know someone who does look very cute, especially when they were dragging her away.
Oh, yeah? And where'd you drag it to?
Zaltanna, I'm going to lay it out in line for you here. This little petty squabble means nothing to me. Do you know why? Because if you look over in that direction, there is a portal to hell. I'm busy trying to deal with that. Your wife means nothing to me.
Right. Great. So tell me, where is she?
A little bit of, if you help us, we'll try to help you.
Really? And why should I trust a fucker like you?
Because I'm the only one alive who knows where your wife is. And that little friend of yours, or was it Buck or something? I only know him by the screams.
You guys see Zaltanna, physically tensing up to punch Onorino. Does anyone want to do anything before she does it?
Yeah.
I'm giving you guys the opportunity to stop this.
Balance is going to chime in the mind link and say, Zaltanna, you merely need to say the word and I can try to get the answers out of him regardless of whether or not we honor any deal with him.
Balance, do something because I'm going to fucking murder this man. If you do not. And I do not. I promised my God, I promised here I wouldn't do it.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Balance is going to do it. He's going to do the thing.
What's the thing?
I am going to use exacting query.
Sure. What does that do?
I spend 2 psi points, and as an action, I target one creature I can communicate with via telepathy, and the target has to make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, the target truthfully answers one question you ask it via telepathy.
All right. Well, he got fuck all, so what's your question?
Where is Odette? And he has to answer truthfully.
And out loud, since he doesn't have the mind link.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think you used it before, and we ruled that they don't speak with you telepathically. They speak
Correct.
out loud, right? Yeah, we ruled that as flavor.
Because I used it on the guy in the arena.
Yeah. He sort of like, you see him kind of like twitch a bit with the dagger, and you see he just cuts the end of his finger. He just shakes it, but as he goes to swear, he says,
The bitch is with Travis.
You guys immediately see Zaltanna. If she was tense, if she wasn't already tense, well, she's tense now. Like, you thought she was tense before, but it's like almost every muscle in her body is just clenched.
Onorino looks up, and he looks at Balance. And you see a dagger fly through the air.
Ooh.
For 16 versus your armor class.
That hits me.
And you will take 6 points of damage.
Onorino.
And you see another dagger almost instantly reappear in one of his hands.
I'm jumping across the table.
Y'all attacking him now, or are you just gonna...
I am.
Zaltanna puts a hand out as Rhal jumps to hold him back. And she goes, "No, Onorino. Was that nice? Weren't you about to ask us for a favor? What did Balance ever do to you?"
What the fuck did you just do?
And he looks intently at Balance.
Balance is just holding the wound. And just going, that really was uncalled for. And I'm going to use 1 psi point and mend wounds on myself.
Go for it.
Can I...
kind of sense and feel the muscles knitting together.
So I want to do a thing here, all right? You tell me how this is going to work. as I'm doing the mend wounds, I want to like make it very clear where the wound is. And I don't want to like cover it or anything. I just want to maintain eye contact with him as it's knitting together on its own. And I want to make this like an intimidation check as like a, yeah, that fucking worked. Good job, buddy.
Do you know what? For the sheer cheek, I'll allow it.
And the funny thing is, because I have the aura thing, I have advantage on the charisma check.
That's true.
Hold on. First, let me restore my HPs. So I get a D8. I get exactly the damage back that he just dealt to me, so it completely heals over.
Perfect.
And intimidation, which I'm not great at, but I have advantage.
I'm going to be a little bit mad if you get a better intimidation than
Fuck
I
me.
do, considering...
Do not worry. It is arch rolling. There's no problem with
It was a
this at all.
6, of course, because Roll20 hates me, even with advantage sometimes.
But yeah, Rhal is still standing up, and he is pissed.
You can make your own intimidation roll if you like.
Oh, I think you should. I think a
what?
giant angry dragonborn, considering
That's
that
about to hop over the desk.
Onorino has literally
Who's
never
only
seen a
being held
dragonborn
back.
before.
Yeah, who's only being held back by a single dwarven word.
He's like slobbering
Don't do that.
acids dripping on the table.
Yeah, go for it.
Intimidation check.
Actually, pretty likely, to be honest, because he's fucking angry. 7.
We're not
man
intimidated.
is not intimidated by anything.
You see, it's a tough check for Onorino anyway. You see him stand, and you see him look between the three of you, and he looks back at Zaltanna. It's like,
What's your problem? Can't do it one-on-one? Got your friends to back you up? I remember Zaltanna, who wasn't such a bitch back in the old days.
You'd think calling me names is going to entice me into fighting you.
you see him shake his head.
I don't have time for this shit. You help Chatvok, and I'll find out where he is.
I help Chatvok. You find out where he is and you tell me why the fuck he wanted my wife. Other than the obvious reasons.
What was the name of this guy? Dravos?
Yeah.
He didn't fail the last one, so I'm going to do exact inquiry again.
Okay.
So I'll spend another 2 psi points. Zaltanna, you fucking... Oh, boy. So he needs to make another DC 15 intelligence save.
Not his strong suit. Has he got a 12?
I ask him where Dravos is.
He looks up at you.
I don't know.
Ooh.
What the fuck is going on, Zaltanna?
Wait,
Who
what
the
don't
fuck
you know?
is this?
Are you just randomly saying I don't know out loud? What the fuck?
You, elf. What the
Yes.
fuck are you?
As you just said, I'm an elf.
You got some scary friends, so you think. I get some scary friends too, obviously. And she kind of looks casually over her shoulder at the slobbering, angry dragonborn, and then over the other shoulder at the
You think I'm
You know,
scary? That's...
the elf.
How dare.
And she goes, "Listen, you're gonna sit down right now, and you're gonna tell me what the fuck is going on with Travis." And I'm gonna make an intimidation check.
Make it with advantage because of your companions.
This is fun.
Hell the fuck. Yeah, you guys are the best.
I want this to work.
Best.
I want this to work.
I can't believe I got 11 both times. That's amazing. That's literally the gods of the dice don't want me to be have a
Holy
good life.
shit.
He stands his ground. He looks you square in the eyes and he says,
All I've got is Chatvok, and I like my job here. It's nice, it's safe, and I'm not crossing Travis for anything. You help Chatvok, or you give me something that'll help Chatvok, and then we'll talk. Your wizard friend that just went down the stairs said whoever is the leader of this witches' society brought you here to help.
Yeah, we're gonna help Chatvok anyway. But I have information I need.
Yeah, doesn't change my situation.
We have already proven that we can get the answers out of you. So what is to stop us from getting the answers and killing you?
Because I don't know where her wife is right now, but I can find out.
In the mental link, I'm going to say he is telling the truth on that one.
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed about that. I was looking forward to having his blood on my hands, but this probably works out better anyway. And out loud, she goes, "Fine. We're going to help Chatvok. Not because of you, but because it's the good and right thing to do. Because fuck you, Onorino. Honestly, you're scum. And I'm saying this as someone who is themselves scum. But you're worse. You're like, whatever the fucking like, you're gum on like the bottom of a shoe. That's what you are.
You see him very deliberately look down at his fingers and again just clean out his fingernails with a knife. He's clearly just letting you finish your threatening monologue. He's not even giving you the respect you deserve.
Fuck that. I'm going to punch him. Because fuck that guy. Honestly, I deserve respect.
No, that was a pretty shitty comeback, to be honest.
Eat my dick. What do I roll for an unarmed strike?
Just a d20 plus your strength.
Oh, good.
So I don't believe you're proficient in unarmed strikes.
No, that's a monk thing.
Yeah. I assume you're hitting him with your strength and not your dexterity.
Yeah, I'm hitting him with my strength.
Yeah, so just do a strength check.
My personal ruling is if you slap someone, it's dex. That's my personal rule.
All right.
15.
You go to punch him and he steps back.
Okay, now that I've seen initiatives, Rhal jumps over the table. No one's holding him back anymore. He sees this as his sign.
Go on then. This is your time to shine, my man.
I jump across.
I will allow you to jump across the table like there's no tomorrow because you did that amazing jumping across a bunch of random ass shit earlier, like way back when. I'll let you ride that because it's too good. Exactly.
Zaltanna in the mind link really quickly goes, we're not killing him.
Well, you got to be real quick.
Damn, son.
Do all of them hit?
Yes.
Okay. He jumps across the table, planting his feet into him, knocking him backwards in the chair. Mm-hmm. And then Rhal on his knees is just laying into him with the other 2 punches.
Okay.
So kick down to the ground and then 2 punches.
Okay.
Rhal, don't kill him.
So for a grand total of 23 damage, I'm going to say, you can knock Onorino on his ass. Why the fuck not? Because it's kind of fitting for what's going on right now.
He's like lounging in a chair, so I don't imagine that he has a good footing on.
Bro's going to wake up with 2 shiners.
So you basically knock his ass down and then you just wail on him. You hear Zaltanna's warning of please don't kill him. I'm not going to bother rolling initiative because it's stupid. What do you guys want to do now?
Rhal stops and looks up at Zaltanna.
Zaltanna says, I think he gets the picture.
So that's it?
Get off! Whatever the hell you are.
He hits him one more time and then he gets up.
You hit him one more time. Mm-hmm. You get up. You see a very shaky
Don't
Onorino standing up.
Fuck with me, Onorino.
Take an intimidation check with advantage.
Because you just got beat the shit out of my drag man.
Because your Dragonborn companion just like beat the shit out of him.
For the 20 gajillionth time, take another failing
above an 11.
intimidation.
Above an 11. Yay!
18! Oh my god! Tell me that worked.
As he stands, you see him very shakily just get to his feet and lean on the table. He still has a blade in his hands. He's never without. And he looks up at you and he says,
Travis, when I used to fuck him or date him or whatever.
That's so crude.
Just see him shrug his shoulders.
Now's not the time for niceties. He's a fuck ton more dangerous now than he used. Especially now he has Odette and Tuck.
What's he doing with them?
Your wife? That pretty little elf? Some very interesting abilities.
You're not telling me anything I'm not aware of. What's he doing with them?
That's why he wanted her.
How did he know?
You see him bite his lip. He looks back at you and says,
I don't know the specifics, but someone ratted her out.
Someone in the organization or someone that I'm friends with?
He shakes his head.
I don't know how exactly he got the information, but he did. He's a lot more dangerous now that he has her. You better think twice if you really want to do this. He will kill you. And her. And the little guy.
Not if I kill him first. I have my suspicions about shit he did. Do you know, Onorino, did he kill my father?
You see him pick the blade up and catch it.
I can tell you. Maybe. I don't know anything for sure.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Advantage aura read. Go. 18.
It is the pale blue of confirmation.
In the mind link balances, he's telling the truth on that one as well.
Is he leading the organization? Is he still with the organization, or is he by himself now?
Zaltanna, so much has changed since you left the Devil Ones.
I'm aware. We didn't used to specialize in kidnapping women. It's more, murder and, gambling.
Was.
Bank heists. Regular shit.
I know. Good old times.
Rhal and Balance sees Zaltanna get a fond smile. It was.
It's Balance's turn to roll his eyes.
You help Chatvok. You shut down that portal. I'll do what I can to find out where Travis is.
Now that is something I can do. And she holds out her hand to him.
You see him wipe the blood from his nose, and he puts his hand out to you and shakes it.
Yeah. And then she turns and walks out the door.
You have face on again.
As we're walking back out, I feel like it's only fair. Balance is going to do a mind thrust at him.
Sure. I think I need to roll, right?
Intelligence saving throw.
Funnily enough, not his strong suits. I rolled a 2, so I assume that's going to fail.
11 psychic damage. We're level 5 now. My mind thrust does 2d10.
You just hear a kind of like...
Must have hit me a lot harder than I thought.
Yes, that must have been it, I'm sure.
Imagine him rubbing his head as he kind of moves and gets a little bit lightheaded. Okay.
But that's none of my business.
He just gives you a glare. He seems to know where this came from, but he gives you a glare as you leave. Rhal, are you getting a last pop in there, or do you think your 4 hits are good enough?
No. Rhal, watches Zaltanna leave, and he kind of looks back at Onorino with kind of like a confused, is that it? And then turns around and leaves.
This is how we do stuff. Just, we hit each other, we have a conversation, then we leave. It's the dwarven way. No, it's the devil one way.
And then you throw a mystic in the mix and all sorts of shit gets fucked up.
All sorts of shit gets fucked up.
Oh,
Okay.
Zaltanna was definitely planning to kill him, but circumstances being what they are.
All right, you guys make your way down and out of this building, I assume. You become aware that there's a lot of flurry of activity. You see Neil, who's busy getting all of his gear together, obviously for some sort of naval voyage. And you see Archibald with a bunch of younger kids carrying a bunch of stuff, and he seems to be ordering them to go about and do the things that they need to do. And
Aww.
Hurry the fuck up, you little shits!
perfect.
Dwarf voice.
Need a dwarf voice, dude. Come on.
I can't do dwarves very well. Hurry the fuck up, you little shits!
There you go.
Perfect. Hey, we'll get that in edit. Okay, yeah, you see these guys wandering around and making their way out. And you guys also make your way out. You see a lot of people carrying stuff, and anyone who seems to be wandering around without some sort of purpose seems to be gang pressed into sort of doing something useful for the town. You guys are back on the dock. What do you want to do now?
Balance holds out a fist to fist bump Zaltanna.
Zaltanna very half-heartedly fist bumps Balance.
What? I thought that went rather well.
I mean, in what way? We got the information, but it's terrible. It's. I need to tell you guys some shit.
I'm sure you do. But the best way to look at it is a step further than we were previously.
It is. But it's bad. Because my wife can do necromancy.
We're gonna need to have a chat in private. That was omitted from prior discussions. Are you sure?
Well, it never seemed pertinent. Yes, I've seen it.
Okay.
That's what it was, right? It was necromancy, Valanda?
Yes.
Thank you.
I believe Raise Dead or Revivify will count as necromancy.
Yeah. And Travis is, well, there's a past there.
Rhal kind of wipes his chin and neck where he's been drooling, and it's now kind of just bleeding. And he looks down at you, and he's like, so you got what you need from here? Is that it?
Until he can tell me where Travis is, that's all I can get, I guess. Thank you. I'm like 100% sure if you guys hadn't been there, I would have killed him. And I'm trying not to be that person, so thank you, Balance, and Rhal, thank you so much.
No problem.
I also definitely would not have been able to. Onorino's known me since I was young, so there's a very slim chance I would have been able to intimidate him the way I did if I hadn't got you guys behind me.
Maybe now you can help me figure out about all of this riddle that he gave us and the things with the 2 places. Is that how I understand it?
The what, 2 places?
Well, the one place with the portal and the other place. Bellum.
Bellum?
And this one starts with the C.
Oh, the afterlives. Yeah, I know about them.
I need to probably know things too.
You want to go to them, don't you? To find her.
Well, we don't know where she is. That is why I asked.
I want you to, not right now, but I want you to tell me about her, and I will help you figure out where she is because I know a lot. I am a paladin after all.
At this point, why are you laughing, Arch?
No, I find it funny that Zaltanna says she knows a lot.
About religious shit and punching.
What is your religion check, Zaltanna?
Fuck off, Arch.
I'm sorry, was that...
I'm balanced. I know more than you do.
At this
that's
point,
your goddamn life. My religion check is a +3.
Mine's a 7.
I hate you so
All right, at this point, Balance, you hear Demi reaching out to you in a form of a message or sending. You're not really sure which, but you know she's sending you a message.
Sure.
And she's saying, Balance, I don't exactly know where you are in. I hope you're not in the middle of dealing with the Onorino situation or whatever the hell it is and finding out her wife. But I have the squash. I have him. He's in a bit of a state, but I do have him. And where the hell are you?
And I get to reply, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And where are we? We're at the dock house?
Yeah, you're at the docks, basically. You've wandered a little bit onto the docks during this conversation.
Okay. I'm going to reply back saying, we're at the docks. We just finished our affairs. Come find us.
Okay, I have to warn you, he's in a bit of a state. You may have to deal with him. I'm not really sure, but I have something I have to go do, and I've had a message coming, and it's really, really important. So I'm just going to have to dump him with you and then leave, and you just have to trust that he knows where he's going. Well, I hope you can trust him. Well, I'm not 100% sure you should trust him. I mean, he's not... Yeah, well, you'll find out when he gets here. Bye. You can technically respond if you want.
No, I imagine in my head, I just hear a mental click. The phone hangs up.
The phone hangs up.
Oh my God.
I sit there waiting, and after a few seconds hear, burr, burr, burr. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
Yes, you hear the patented sending message. Okay, what we're going to do now is something a little different. We are going to technically go back in time a little bit. We're going to go back roughly an hour or so to the point where Demi goes off and searches for squash. Demi begins to look through the slums of Chatvok. She knows the rough direction that Titus had pointed, and that's where she heads to. She looks around hard and fast. She uses her sights, she uses her auras, and she finds the person she knows. She's had descriptions of him. She's heard much about him from well, let's say I'm not going to define the exact sources right now. And she looks around, she uses her various aura sites, and she finds a building. This building is one of the poorer ones. It's constructed of wood. There are holes in the roof. There are blinds and curtains, etc., up and around just to patch the holes. It's not very well done. And as she looks around this building, she notices that there are probably half a dozen people here. All of their auras are slightly fuzzy, out of whack. She walks into this dilapidated building. She looks around. She can see many beds, piles of clothing and cloth. And she looks across and she sees the person she's looking for. What does Squash look like?
Well, I am assuming that he is sitting, most likely leaning up against the wall. He probably has one hand just kind of lying palms up, while the other one is clutching a bag to his chest. He's wearing a very large cloak that has been patched over many times over, and he's got it wrapped around himself. And the only thing you can see of him is his face, which has like a blank stare on it right now. His face is elongated and just looks unnatural and unnerving. And he has like a slight grin crossing his face, which reveals a row of teeth that are kind of elongated and wrong looking and yellowing. His face is covered in scars, and he has a really big, ugly burn scar down the right side of his face.
Creepy.
And yeah.
Demi looks across at this Squash character. She kneels down in front of him, and she kind of like pokes him in the face a bit. Hello. Hi. Are you Squash? You must be Squash, right?
Yeah, I'm Squash. Wait. And he's like clutching the bag closer to himself and like putting the other hand out to try to push her away. Well, who are you? What do you want? This is mine.
I don't want your drugs. I don't know what drugs you're carrying, but I don't want them. I don't know why the hell you're here. I don't know why my brother is trusting you with this stuff, but we need you. We need you now. You're supposed to have met us. Remember, I sent the message to you a little while ago saying, hey, we need to meet with you. And you're like, hey, yeah, sure, I'm going to meet you here. And then you didn't meet us. You let us down. You let my brother down. Fuck you. And she slaps him.
Ow.
She has, at this point, a lot of fire in her eyes. And you can tell after she slaps you, kind of get that warm feeling. As if maybe her hand may have been slightly on fire when she struck you.
Oh.
She looks pissed.
Yeah, he just like falls over from the slap. He does not like resist the velocity of the slap, and he just crumples to the ground. No, don't hurt me. I didn't do anything. Who are you? Where was I supposed to meet you?
You were supposed to meet us on the edge of town, remember? There were 4 people coming in. There was a dwarf, an elf, a dragonborn, like a smaller version of a dragon, and me, the fiery woman, the one that sent you the message. You work for my brother, Damas.
Oh, yeah, Damas. He's a good friend of mine. Me and Damas go way back.
Yes, I know. You go back very far. I know a lot about you, actually. I know probably a lot more about you than maybe he does. I at least have some insights on you about him. Get up.
He grumpily pulls himself up from the ground. Wait, where are we going? Dragonborn? What?
Mm-hmm. A dragonborn. At least that's what he says he is. Well, I've met another dragonborn, but she was gold, but this one's a large black dragonborn. And he's actually he's a badass. He's a very good person. But you've let us all down. You've let him down. And you've let Damas down. And I'm very, very annoyed about that. What have you got in the bag? At this point, she has her hand on your shoulder, and she's steering you out of this kind of den of inequity.
I'm sorry. This is just my dragon sand. Don't worry about it. And he's shoving it away into his cloak now that it's been mentioned.
Dragon sand? What's dragon sand? I need to know what this is because this could be useful. Actually, if there's a potion in green, I could be really interested in it. Is it magical?
No.
Wait, that doesn't matter right now. You let us down. Come on, give me the stuff. What is it?
No.
What the hell are you doing here?
It's mine. It's my dragon sand. You can buy your own. Okay. Would you stop being mad if I give you the dragon sand?
Take a persuasion check.
I love him. I hate him and I love him.
Persuasion, you say?
It's the best.
Yes, please.
And I thought Rhal was broken.
Oh, it's
He's
amazing.
not broken. He's doing so well.
Rhal is a sweetheart and gave me intimidation magic, so I appreciate him and love him.
A 12. Yeah, give me the stuff. What is it? Drugs? Potions? What is it?
It's to calm you down. It makes everything better. You just breathe it in. Don't breathe all of it. I want some of it back.
She takes the bag, and you see her like holding the bag probably about a foot above your head. Squash, I believe, is 3 foot tall, right?
Yes. He's tiny. He's fucking tiny.
He's a halfling. I can't remember if you'd mentioned that.
Oh, yeah,
She
Christ.
holds it so it's kind of eye level with her. I mean, she's 5'4".
Okay. He's
it's
looking
well
up
out
at
of
the
your
bag, like concerned.
She looks down at him, looks back at the bag, looks down at him.
Do you want me to
And
teach you?
You smell something burning. And you see the bag erupts into purple fire and then
No.
just burn and disappear.
That was like a day's worth.
She looks down at him with a very stern, angry face. You can see the fire lighting in her eyes again.
He like whatever anger he had in him is now gone as soon as she gives him a look, and he's just like, I'm sorry.
You understand that the fate of the at this point she's taken him outside. You kind of like feel the fresh air now. You understand the fate of the world is like literally in your hands right now. You may be the only person who knows where this stuff is, which is why I'm giving you such a leeway. I don't know why my brother trusts you, and I'm pretty much inclined to listen to Grimsh about your description right now as your pathetic weedling. How about you prove them all different? How about you help out people rather than pathetic loser?
I'll do whatever. Don't stop being mean, please.
I'm not being mean. I'm trying to help you.
You burnt my dragon sand. That is like the meanest thing I can think of.
She drops down to one knee, so she's staring him straight in the eyes.
He instantly, like, he was being a little bit uppity again, calms down, like...
I could think of far meaner things, like not giving you this potion. And she reaches into her side and pulls out a potion. I know what's wrong with you. I know how to fix you. There is a very, very nice human woman who's been working very hard on this. But she's missing something.
Is that the cure?
Yes, it is. It's for you. But we need something else, and you're not going to get this until you bring the potion ingredient. And I think it probably has something to do with all of this random thing going on with Savras that's going on. And if you go help them out, maybe you're going to find this thing. It's called a tear. It's called the tear of Savras. We don't have it here, but they have it. Well, they have it where this woman is, but they don't have it here. It's a blue flower, and it's got red veins on it. Pretty easy to find. But it maybe you're going to go deal with something with Savras. Apparently you know where this lost city is, so you're going to be going there and you're going to helping them out. You're going to do this, and you're going to do this because you won't get this cure otherwise. Do you understand?
Yeah, yes. I'll do this for the cure, of course. No problem.
While you're at it, clean yourself up.
He looks down and, like, dusts himself off. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I've got this.
She gives him a very questioning look. Yes, she is questioning whether he's being legit.
Insight.
All right. Are you deceiving her?
Christ, why did I put my points in such weird places?
Because it's you, Aether.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he is is he lying? No, he means it. Like, I want that cure. I'll clean myself up for the cure, but how much he can stand by those words is another question. So
I'm going to have you roll deception anyway.
boop. Oh wait, she's like a super high level character.
Hey, Thor, make sure when you roll something, just call it out.
Oh yeah, it's an 18.
Remember, we're an audio podcast.
Wait, you mean that we haven't been a video this entire time?
I'm sorry.
All
I'm sorry,
of my
guys.
great finger guns are going completely to waste.
Ralshak was made for the big screen.
Everybody else is... Okay, guys, let's roll this back.
I rolled deception. I got an 18.
She rolled a 17, so she kind of begins to believe you. Well, good. Well, I'm glad that's the thing because, you know, if you clean yourself up, then we can give you the cure. There's no point giving you the cure if you're going to clean yourself up because he's still going to be useless to my brother. My brother has some sort of soft spots for you, so... Hi, I'm Demi. And she puts her hand up.
Hi, I'm Squash. And he goes to grab her hand upwards, I'm assuming, very high up.
No, she's down at the same...
Oh,
like she's down on
she's still on one knee. Okay, yeah. He reaches out. Hi, I'm Squash.
Why's your name Squash? And she begins to walk you back towards the dock.
It's what I'm called.
Well, that's cool. My name isn't actually Demi, it's Demetria, but, it was very difficult for orcs to pronounce Demetria, so they call me Demi. That's why I'm Demi. Hi.
Hi, I'm Squash.
They continue to have this awkward conversation as the three of you notice Demi walking barefoot across the dock, kind of covered in some flames. And you see this small 3-foot halfling walking next to her wearing a multicolored patched cloak with yellow needle-like teeth and dark hair pulled back into a
Ponytail. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. The hood's down at this point if I'm walking around.
Yeah, and his face is covered in a multitude of scars. Just claws, teeth, burn marks. You're not sure, but there is a lot of them. He definitely does not look the prettiest of halflings.
Yikes. Zaltanna says in the mental link.
Oh, Christ, you guys can backtalk me freely.
It's certainly something to look at. Has it been an hour since we've been talking with Onorino? I imagine not, right? Like,
why?
He wants his shit back.
No, the view aura is a concentration up to an hour. And since I haven't done anything else that would...
I'll tell you what, let's say you're at the end of it.
Like it's done or like I'm just...
You're coming to the end of it. So you have like maybe one check left in you.
All right, I want to...
put it like that.
I want to check out this halfling's aura and get a read of like emotional state and...
Sure, go for it. Make an insight check.
14.
What is your emotional state right now?
Baffled. He's trying to figure out who Demi is, like exactly. He's still trying to like roll that around, and his mind is very slow right now. So there's probably the word Dragonborn floating around in his head. He's just like, what? No, what?
Yeah, you just see an aura of just complete and utter like, you know how probably the best way to describe it is the first time you met Demi, he seems to have that aura of what the fuck on him.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
What else can you have on that?
He's
No, not you. Shh.
No.
How much HP does he have?
Nope. If you answer that question, so help me God, I cut you all now. Not like physical.
Is he under any magical or psionic effects?
He is technically under a psionic effect, kind of.
I would not consider a drug to be a psionic effect.
It is a mental effect.
That's a narcotic, though. That's a little different.
Yeah, but it's still a mental effect.
But it's not
still affecting
psionic.
his
Balance, all your shit has to do with brains. If you can't tell when someone's high or not, then I don't know exactly what we're doing here with your character.
Yeah, I'm with Rhal on that. Yeah.
I am
you can
also
tell
in agreement.
He is definitely under some sort of influence. Like you see the aura shifting so much slower than, for example, any of your companions or Demis.
Gotcha.
I mean, Demis is basically just vibrating how fast hers is moving, but his is very, very slow. You would assume that either he doesn't think as quickly as everyone else, he's very thick, or he's under some sort of effect. And you could tell, yeah, that's an effect. That's a drug effect.
Interesting.
Rhal will walk up and I want to say kneel down, but I don't want to say my own name, so I never say kneel.
Crouch?
Yeah.
Well, that's a thing.
Rhal will go up and crouch down and hold out a hand. And so Rhal's been bleeding from his mouth. It looks like he's fucking eaten a person. It's his own blood, but for somebody who doesn't know better,
yeah,
it's probably a little frightening.
The lower part of his, like basically the bottom part of his jaw and a big portion of his neck is very, very raw. So raw that it's gone through the scales and you can see like the bloody flesh underneath.
Oh, shit.
It's still shiny.
Has he taken damage?
No.
Not unless you tell me to.
No, he's just like, he's being Rhal. He's just like drawing on himself.
Yeah. His chin's been fucked up forever. Don't worry about it. He holds out a hand to you.
Oh, Christ.
Nice to meet you.
I am assuming that as soon as the Dragonborn locks eyes with Squash starts walking slower and slower. So unless Demi is holding his hand or his shoulder, he is like falling behind at this point.
Demi will see your reticence and just like basically use her leg to just like push you forward.
Oh Christ! Okay, yeah, he does like a little stumble thing, and then he's like in front of Rhal. And hello, hi.
Hi. He holds out his hand again.
Oh, he looks at the hand for good 2 seconds before he goes for it. And he does not go for like a real handshake. He's like he doesn't get your hand, so he's holding on top of it. He's like, Dragonborn.
Yes. You helped us find the thing, right? You know, in Vanlas.
He looks to Demi and then looks back, and I'm going to try to insight him. Did I help them?
Did you help them in Vanlas?
I have no idea.
You weren't
You
in
did.
Vanlas at the time.
No, you weren't. Demi sent a message to find the fourfold.
Yep.
Rhal's not going to say the word fourfold in public.
Oh, yes, sorry, I forgot because he wasn't here. You don't need to roll that. I'm sorry. There are some things that we sent messages backwards and forwards. I forgot to fill you in because I forgot you did it. At one point during their journey when they arrived in Vanlas, Demi sent you a message which was like, you know, basically out of the blue saying like, if one was to find like the fourfold in Vanlas, where would one find it? And you were like, what? It's like, so you have to tell me. She would keep going on and on and on until you told her, and you would tell her eventually that you would find it underneath the temple in Vanlas.
Ah, okay. So I'm okay. Okay, so I'm trying to read him. Did I help them? That's actually what my character's doing. He does not remember doing this, and he has no idea what the guy's talking about.
I love it. It's perfect. Yes.
I rolled a 15 on insight. Is that enough?
Yes.
Yeah.
You determine that he, at least in your opinion, believes that you helped them when they were in Vanlas.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Helped me out a lot.
That's good. It's good.
He stands back up and kind of returns to his side of the conversation.
Zaltanna will walk up and be like, yo, stick out a hand.
Hi. He knows dwarf hands, so he's gonna give you a pathetic little handshake.
Squash, right?
Yeah, I'm Squash. Am I gonna be helping you guys?
Yes, you are.
Zaltanna looks at Squash and then looks up at Demi and goes, all right, hold on. Is he high?
She looks down at Squash, looks back, and like, yeah, he's high. I found him in a drug den. He was smoking a bunch of stuff, but I managed to get rid of it. And he says he's going to get clean. You're going to get clean, right? He's going to get clean. He's going to help you out. So he's going to take you to the place where he knows this relic thing is. It should be in like a place called like, you remember where this place is? You know where the relic is, right? And she looks down at Squash.
Can you remind me?
You see her roll her eyes.
Perhaps I can help with that. Balance walks forward, holds out a hand towards Squash. Pleasure to meet you. The name is Balance.
Are you kneeling?
No.
Oh, it's a hand above head, like a stretch to get your hand, I think.
As soon as you grab Balance's hand, he is going to spend 3 psi points and use Restore Health to attempt to purge this malady of the mind on you.
Link it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Also, Zaltanna's going to see that you aren't kneeling to shake his hand, and she's just going to go, Balance.
Come on.
Get tall. Sometimes you got to kneel.
You spend the side points. You try to remove a condition from him. None of the conditions listed are what he has. He is high. He is not blinded. He's not deafened. He's not paralyzed. He's not poisoned. He's high. Unfortunately, it doesn't help.
Would you not consider high to be a type of poisoning? Kind of like how alcohol is considered a poisoning?
I would say it depends on what kind of drug you're using.
Yeah, it could.
Technically, if you ingest anything enough, it's a poison. You can drink enough water to poison yourself.
That is true. You can drown yourself by drinking water. What a way to go.
Well, actually, you drown yourself before you poison yourself from water. But yes, you can poison yourself with anything. Everything has like a poison value on it, telling you how much you need to ingest before you become poisoned by said item.
All right, so nothing happens. Balance just looks down at you like, "Are you feeling any better?"
I'm okay. I'm fine. By the way, V, I don't exactly know how much Squash knows. At the moment, I have no idea what he knows.
About what?
About this team, about what they asked of him, and what Demi said earlier didn't make any fucking sense to him. She just promised him a cure.
Welcome to the party. Nobody ever understands anything Demi says.
So I'm just wondering if I'm missing any information.
Not really, no.
All right.
This is like everything I've sent you is everything that you would know.
All right. I got you. He's like, yeah, I'm fine. Where do you guys want to go?
I don't know. You're supposed to be the one telling us where we're going. You're supposed to be the one telling us how we're supposed to close this fucking portal shit.
Oh.
And, dude, I really need us to close that portal.
The passing portal.
We need an orb or something?
There's supposed to be a divine orb that's specifically of Savras's, and we're supposed to find it so that we can use it to close the portal. And
Savras's tear or something like that.
Ooh.
No, that was something else.
Oh.
That information, the Savras Orby thing, that would ring a bell for you.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, I did my job very, very wrong in the backstory.
No, you did well. When you start talking about Savras, like Squash stops fiddling as much as he is. Like he's kind of like moving a little bit, and he's like freezes up. Like not freezes up. Like he stops like fiddling, as I said. Savras, you want to find Savras?
Well, not like the god himself, but there's some
the
kind
god
of...
is dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Savras is dead.
Oh, yeah, Titus talked about that. Yeah. No, I know where Savras is. If you want his tears, I probably can find it for you.
Wait, you know where the dead god is?
He looks back to Demi, wondering if he said too much and if he should be charging for this information. Like goes back, and then he remembers the cure and goes back. I could take you to. Well, he's dead. I don't know if he's there still. It's been a very long time. But
Well, wait. Why do you know where to find a god?
Actually, I'm very interested in that information too.
I'm getting the cure if I do this, right?
Cure.
Cure for what?
Yes, you are. No need to. No, just move on. No, remember those. Because you remember those tears I talked about. Well, like Kathy was talking about the tears. Like we need the tears of. That's the finished cure. This is completely separate from what it is he's supposed to be looking for, which is the Orb of Savras, right? According to the gnome.
Right.
Sure.
So yes,
Still holds as to why you know where a dead god is.
Well, he wasn't dead when I met him. He was fine when I met him, and he didn't say he was a god. He said he was like the. I don't remember. He's in the city of Drenneth. The lost city of Drenneth. It's not lost to me. He was there. Do you guys need to go? You guys need his tears, the orb.
We need both the orb and his tears. Probably both are with him.
Does that name ring any bells with nerd balance?
What, the Lost City of Droneth?
Yeah.
Take a history check, my man.
That's a crit.
Jesus
27.
Christ.
I better bring up the Lost City of Droneth.
Copy and paste.
Oh, yes, I remember that from a book. I know exactly what it is. Never mind, we don't need you, Oithor. Thank you for showing. Wonderful to meet you.
I think it's hilarious you think that the knowledge of the City of Lost Droneth
will
get you to the Lost City of Droneth. That's not
It's a joke.
not a fucking thing. I don't think jokes are
Is York.
You did.
Is York.
It's a York.
He's a York.
So sorry to everyone who that accent may or may not be valid on. The Lost City of Droneth, you understand that it was a city that was within the trench of Droneth. It was apparently, reportedly up high on a ledge within the side of this trench. You know that this city had a very significant relevance way back during the Great War. This is where apparently a person rose to godhood, but you just it was never told who it was. You know that this place has been lost since that ascension. But that really is all that anyone knows. Other than Squash.
Follow-up question.
Sure.
Was Marnak alive pre or post Great War? Because I remember him telling me, but I don't remember. Me, Arch, doesn't remember.
He was alive during the Great War. That, I believe, is the only information he gave you. I don't think he told you when he was torn apart.
Gotcha.
I don't believe. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, someone listen back 3 episodes and correct me. It won't matter because it'll be 20 episodes down the line.
Yeah, really, by the time this episode comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all that you really know about this place.
In my head, I'm going to say, Monarch, are you familiar with this place at all? It rings a bell with me, but...
During the war, the human known as Sabras at the time, he was a great seer. He came from Draenor. He ascended very shortly after I was pulled apart.
Understood. Thank you. Squash, to you, Balance looks like he had one of those 1,000-yard stares for a moment.
Zones out really hard. It's in he was in the city of Dreneth. Now he's dead. I don't know if he's still there. Maybe he left. Maybe the ever-present threat got him.
And did you know where this place is?
I can find it again. I kind of know where it is. We're going to have to go through the Earth Dark to get there, but it should be doable. Shit, I know where it is. I can get you there. And he has a smile on his face at this point. Yeah.
All right.
Very well. Time is of the essence.
Yeah. Let's go.
Good. Well, I wish all of you the best of luck, but I have something I need to do. As I was saying to you earlier, Squash, I actually have the things that are going on. I really have to go deal with them. I had a message come through from Falsum, and I need to go back and do a thing. I will meet you back here in, let's figure out, how long do you think it's going to get to this city?
Probably 20 days, 6 days to get there.
I'm sorry, how long?
If you don't count the nights, it's only going to take 6 days.
Then I will meet you back here in, let's give you a day to go in and find this thing. It's just an orb, right? You just got to go in, you get the orb, and then you leave. And obviously you need your flowers, so you go and get the orb and get the flowers, and then you come back. Am I missing anything? No, that's literally, you get there, you get the things, you come back. So if I give you, say, if I come back in 2 weeks, I will be here in 2 weeks, and then I will take you back to Vannas.
Okay.
Underground for weeks.
You gonna be okay, Rhal?
I can try. I've been okay so far, I think. I've been trying. Demi,
Yeah.
if you have time, do you know my friend Brogram?
Give me a really good description of him. Why? What do you need to know?
Yeah, Rhal will describe him.
Mm-hmm.
If you see him, he was going to investigate the potion shop for me.
Potions. If you need potions, there's a human female, cough, 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 who's really good at potions, so you can talk to her about it.
It was something to do with Ama. Could you just check on him and make sure nothing has happened? I just worry that he's getting too involved with the things with finding Ama. I just want to make sure he's okay.
Well, to be between you and me, since the three of us are really good friends, no offense, Squash, between the three of us, because we're really good friends now and we did the fighting thing, I've had a really disturbing report about Falsum. I need to go back there. I need to check on things. Things may not be as we left them. So maybe it's a good thing that you guys and Katia and Caden and the little one just went off, because things are going down now. I need to go back and check on it. I will be back in 14 days and I will let you know. If I can check on Bogram, then I'll check on Bogram. If I can't check on Bogram, then I'm really sorry he's left to his fate.
Left? What happened?
I don't know. That's why I need to go back. I just got an urgent message coming back from one of my guys. Do you remember him? Sven or Ben? I don't remember what they're called. I don't know. He's the guy that's always It's really, really freaking annoying. That guy, yeah. It doesn't matter, but I got a message from him saying that things are going down. I need to go back and check on them. So I need to go back and check on them. I just need to make sure that you guys are met up with this squash dude because you were going to go off and do the thing with your wife and yada, yada, yada. This is really important. I will meet you back here in 2 weeks, 14 days.
Oh, hey, Demi, you'll be really proud of me. I didn't kill anybody.
Awesome. High five.
Oh, Squash has a worried look on his face now.
Zaltanna high fives Demi.
Nice. Okay, well, I need to go. What? Yes.
Demi, while you're in
Very quick.
Falsum, if you wouldn't mind checking in the dormitory in the place, I put the necklaces there. Make
Yes,
sure
the
they're
next
still
is-
there.
I will check those. I'm pretty sure it's going to be safe because there is a giant skeleton and a giant bear there. I'm pretty sure they're going to be safe. But I need to go back and check. There are things going down there and I'm very, 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 very concerned. Sven or Ben was very, very concerned too. So I need to go back and check that.
Very well.
Okay, well, good luck for the rest of you. I believe that Kaden knows we are. Please don't fuck this up because, end of the world, that kind of thing. So please don't end the world. We kind of need it.
Certainly not going to try. To fuck it up, I mean.
Okay, that's the response I was looking for. Squash.
Yes.
And she bends down to one knee and stares him in the eye again. You help these people. You clean yourself up and you'll get the cure. If not, I'll be burning you. I'll be burning you and you will not be coming back from this. Do not let my brother down.
I'll help them. I'll do what they ask.
Good. And she puts her hand out and kind of taps the side of your face.
He winches at the touch.
She looks at her hand, looks back at him and is like, my hand wasn't on fire this time. I'm pretty sure.
No, you just. It's okay. I'll do what they say. Don't worry. I got this. I'll take them to Drenith. We'll get the tears and the orbs and all the things.
Okay, good. Well, chin up.
He sticks his chin up.
She stands up. She looks around, looks left and looks right. Is like, well, I need to go. I need to go find myself the Witches Society here, and I need to get myself bounced back into Falsum. So good luck, guys. I wish you all the best. Whew. Laters. And with that, she kind of just not exactly skips off, but she does go off at a very, very quick pace. Where are you guys doing now? You are left alone in the dock with this strange little halfling.
I imagine all three of us are awkwardly staring at this halfling okay.
Rhal,
Oh, hell yeah.
is there a place where Rhal can get in the water?
Yes.
Swan dive!
You are in Chatvok. Chatvok
Yes.
is essentially, rather
Yes.
than pathways, it's more waterways, and you are right by the sea because you are on the dock.
So it's like a shittier Venice.
Very
if it's
shitty.
a
Venice,
convenient enough dock, as in not 100 feet high or something ridiculous.
Yeah, you can
then,
lower yourself in the water if you want.
Rhal will get in the water and try to calm himself down that way.
Okay.
But
Rhal,
he's
what are
kind
you
of
doing?
getting a bit about Falsum and everything. He's clearly just trying to catch himself.
Well,
Give me a minute.
Let him be. He needs to calm himself down, probably. We don't want him to faint.
I think I'd rather prefer he didn't faint in the water then, if anything.
Is he going to be okay?
Yeah, should be. Fine.
Probably.
I'm drowning.
Balance uses Mystic Hand and splashes water on Rhal. Just...
Okay.
Amazing.
So you guys want to go to Drenith?
Yes.
Yeah.
She only gave us 2 weeks to get there and back. So
Right.
Yeah, let's go.
before we go, we need to buy things.
Like what?
Gear. He looks confused.
Insight.
Go ahead.
It's not a
It's not
100% lie.
advantage because you don't.
Not
have the thing
natural
on
20.
anymore.
Oh, Jesus.
Was that? Why is it advantage?
Aura.
Don't have your aura sight up anymore.
The other aura sight.
Okay, then that's fine.
Because I have two different ones.
assume
I was not a one.
I know where you're going with this.
It's not a
I
100% lie.
I assume that's a lie. You look at him and his aura is a mixed bag. It's not clear, and there's clearly some sort of deception going on. In his mind, he's not lying, but he's not being 100% truthful about his intentions either.
Hi, it's Onorino, voiced by Travis Vengroff. Thanks for listening to the best damn show there is, The Lucky Die. Now, you're probably thinking you like the show, but are you gonna go to iTunes or your app and leave a review? I guess we're about to find out. But please do, seriously. It helps visibility and all that stuff. So while we're talking about that, also check out the Spark Network at thespark.network. And also you can find me in my shows Liberty podcast and also The White Vault. They're audio dramas with sound effects and voice actors and stuff. Some you might even be familiar with already, maybe, possibly. Maybe find out there too. Anyway, thank you. Have a great whatever time of day or night it is. And that's all for now.
The
Spark Network. Imagine what your idea can do.
We've heard a lot about you here.
Really?
Yeah,
Do tell.
I will do as soon as I find my notes.
You know you've made it in gang society when they have notes on you. That's what I heard anyways.
Yeah, we're pretty organised here.
Nah, that means I'm really bad at being a gangster.
There's a reason why it's called organized crime. I mean...
Ew, everybody gets one.
Everyone gets one. Yeah,